We are here today for a Daily Danny ranking. This is unlike any other. I have been a directioner since 2012. We're coming on 11 years now. And I've just been in my feels lately. I am going to
rank my One Direction concerts.
I was lucky enough to go to see One Direction 3 times. Trace. Who's getting emotional just thinking about it? I started liking One Direction in May of 2012. 2012. I just missed them, seeing them on their Up All Night tour in New York in 2012, so I'll never forgive myself for that, and I missed them opening up for Big Time Rush. I got tickets to see their Take Me Home concert in August of 2012 for the following June 2013. I'm saying this right off the bat. I don't like stadium shows. They're not, I don't think anyone really loves them. Now going into a stadium show rant. The stadium is way too big. You can't see a thing. Like, even if you're close, you still can't see. It's just not, it's not the vibes. It's like, ugh. It's so annoying to like get to a stadium and like get out, and it's just so crowded and it's hot because it's always in the summer. It's just like, ugh. My first One Direction show was June 29th, 2013 We're gonna get into the ranking. The ranking system. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know I'm a concert girly, and you know the ranking needs to be here because not if, when there's a One Direction reunion, when I'm going to that, and I'll be front row, and I will cry. Go from 3 to 2 to 1. Now, before we start in the ranking, all of these One Direction shows were life-changing. For some that just hit a little bit different. I've compiled this ranking. It's not very long. At number 3, we have Where We Are. Where We Are was an incredible tour. Saw them August 4th, 2014. 8/4/14. That's poetic. 5 Sauce opened up for them. It was a magical situation. At this point in 2014, they were like, it was a weird sort of like thing, because in 2013 at the Take Me Home tour, I started liking 5 Sauce in like May of 2013, like right after Louis like discovered them on YouTube and like said that they were opening up for them. Like then we listened to Try Hard, like we were just getting all into 5 Sauce, but no one really knew them at Take Me Home tour. When we got to Where We Are in 2014, it was like 5 Sauce amassed this fandom. Directors were like stop it, you're only here for 5 Sauce. And then what are the all the 5 Saucers, I don't know what they're called. They were all like, no, like we're only here, like One Direction isn't anything anymore, like, and then there's people in the middle like me who was like, we're trying to see both, like why are we arguing? So in 2014, Zayn was like not into it anymore, and like you could tell, like the boys were just like, I'm gonna make another video about how One Direction's management ruined them, but for now, you could just, you know, the vibes were off. Like 2012, 2013, the boys were completely loving it, but they were getting completely overworked, and the management was just Simon Cowell and Epic and Psycho. Trash, modest. It was still incredible. We still had the note changes and the lyric changes. Again, stadium shows, and then the fan war in the stadium was not it. And you could tell Zayn just wasn't, the vibe was off. Crazy battle. Again, at number 2, we have dun 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 dun, On the Road Again. Oh, I'm smacking the bare wall. Otra. Some clips from this concert. When you guys see these videos, you're gonna be like, what is wrong with you? How is this not number 1? You ugly POS. This was the first time where I sat extremely close at a concert, and it kind of changed my life. Here's the main stage, here's the catwalk, here's the B stage. I was like 7 rows back from the B stage. I blacked out for like half of it. To be so close to the people you like love and like admire, and it was life-changing. Now here are some clips. I'm gonna play some clips for you from Otra. Now mind you, this was 2015, August 5th, 2015. So there were not the phone quality, the video quality, just like not there. But here are the clips. his water bottle and it landed the row in front of me, and these girls shoving, they were like over the water bottle. I mean, given if I was one row above,
I tried to catch it.
And there it flew right in front of me. Icona Pop opened up for them. Snooze fest.
No one cared, no one moved. But God bless those girls.
But they slayed. So I walked out of that stadium, never be the same. The reason that got number 2 was for 2 reasons. One, well, the vibes were immaculate because the boys were doing it for the fans, and they're like, we're getting out of this S-hole, aka Modest and Psycho, and the reason it does not get number 1 is because it was a stadium. I can write a book about how much I hate stadium shows. Like, they should be abolished. Coming in at number 1, going 3 for 3, top of the pyramid, Maddie. Take Me Home. It is, without a doubt, Take Me Home. I consider that my home. Take me home. Take me home to that concert. That was my home. Take me home there. Now, coming up this June will be the 10th, 10 years. Sound like an old bag saying that. 10 years since my first ever One Direction concert. 10. Where'd all the time go? 10 years. Since Take Me Home. And one D-Day. Let's get into it without getting emotional. June 29th, 2013, I saw One Direction for the first time. After loving them for just over a year, I was gonna see my favorite boys. From this angle, to the left of us was the tour buses and the ocean, but to the left of us was the tour buses. And so we saw anyone that was like, there was no backstage because it was the ocean. So anyone that was going backstage, they would pass right by us to the left of us. I saw Perry. Yes, Perry was there. I love Little Mix. Loved and will always love Little Mix. I saw Perry and I completely freaked out. She was like rushing back. I screamed. I was like, Harry! Only like our section could see because everyone like on the other side of the arena, obviously they couldn't see that. And there was like a VIP section to like the left of us, like a little bit up more. And that's where Lux was sitting. Yes, baby Lux, who is now a teenager. She was like 2 and she like did a little wave. It was so cute. This is before like any of the drama. Like, yes, I'm sure there was still drama, but like this is like in the middle of them getting overworked. That sounds awful to say, but they weren't like hating it yet from like the fan perspective. They came out on that stage and they opened with Up All Night. And I saw Teenage Dirtbag live. Niall with his crazy mofos tank top, and they would answer Twitter questions. And Niall and Harry did their like running dance, lyric changes, and Teenage Dirtbag. Can we just discuss that? Best cover of all time, and it's better than the original. And anyone that disagrees is
just simply wrong.
They changed lives with Take Me Home. During Little Things, we had our lights out, obviously. And I looked to my left, and I see Michael from Five Sauce and Lou Teasdale standing there. Michael had his Galaxy hair, so we're thinking that era. Harry Vine era, Niall Crazy Mofo era. The 60s, and everyone had their hair down and it was enjoying life, and you know, it was the 6th, you know, whatever the TikTok sound is. That's what it was. During Five Sauce, no one knew them, like except for like a minor, like a small amount of fans, and my friend and I, we knew them because we literally looked them up like months prior after Louis tweeted about them and like said they were opening up for them. We literally were the only ones singing. Luke lost his shoe and then Callum was clowning him for Luke losing his shoe. Right before Niall did his, like, you sing, love you, oh. I was getting emotional thinking about it. Lou and Michael, and we were screaming, and then they walked away because everyone started screaming. We sound like the main character, but Michael and Lou literally looked at us because we were the ones looking. Because everyone was acting like a local and didn't know Lou or Five Sauce. So I'm like, and then they waved, and then they're like, oh, let's walk away. Seeing Perry, seeing Lux, seeing Michael, Lou, and seeing the absolute,
it was the 60s.
Teenage Dirtbag live, seeing all the boys in their frat boy era. Like, the fact that people tweet about that and they're like, I wish I was here for frat boy Harry, or like frat boy boys. I was there. I lived that. Anyone that went to Take Me Home, like, we are like in a cult. Not like a cult, but like a cult. Like, we witness history. I remember reading tweets in like 2012, 2013 and being like, little like people are gonna be like, oh, I wish I was here during Frat Boy Harry, or I wish I was here during like the One Direction days. Yeah, you kind of do wish, don't you? Because I wish we were still in that right now. It was a fever dream. And like what I would give to go back, get the chills thinking about it. And the Twitter questions, are we kidding? Like that was my favorite because they blew up on Twitter. Getting to see them and like seeing all of them and just like for the first time and getting Teenage Dirtbag and getting all the songs and getting the funny like lingo and just seeing the boys in person for the first time ever. And Vibes Sauce, it was just, there's just no way, nothing can top that. And it was an arena, it wasn't a stadium. Right before all the locals got into them. That's why they had to go to stadiums. Like it was right before, it was like teetering, yeah. Edging, like, and Harry would say, they were edging. Ode to One Direction and Harry thanking them at the Brits and just like, they all, I know like deep down they all do and love and care for each other because it's only the 5 of them that went through all of that. Like through everything and all the drama and the fighting and the stupidity, like I know they have like a deep love for each other. And all the solo Harrys that are like, oh, Harry hates One Direction, like starting that narrative. Like Harry literally wears One Direction merch. He listens to One Direction while he's working out. Like he said multiple times, like he loves it. He loved it and he will always love it. So I don't know, these solo Harrys, it's the locals. They gotta stop because that, thank you for watching my One Direction show ranking, my One Direction concert ranking. And I'm gonna do more rankings of concerts because there just needs to be that. And I will see you in my next video, besties. One Direction forever. Why did I do that? It's not relevant at all. One Direction forever.
Yeah, a little vamping.